In the wild, mysterious depths of Brittany, France, sits an old abandoned shack. Surrounded by ancient oaks and home to all manner of forest dwellers, it is here that we meet to share our stories. So pull up a seat, swing that light, grab your favourite beverage as we share another tantalising tale in the freaking shack.
Bonjour à tous. Sorry, that's French.
That's fine. Bonjour tout le monde.
Oh dear. It's nice to speak in English. This is a bit close, look.
Oh, it is a bit. Although I thought I said just audio, but it's obviously done both.
Oh well, now it's done both.
It's all right. We're recording on 2 different items just to see which is best.
Awesome. We're going to travel the world today.
Are we?
Yeah, because I've got notes.
Is that all we need?
Yeah. I say this, some of these notes might mean nothing to me now because I wrote this about...
In 2024.
I did. Yes, last year. Yeah, I wrote this last year. It wasn't a year ago. But, yeah, some of this I've totally forgotten. I've looked over some of them and gone, what was the meaning of that? No, never mind. So, yeah, we're going to travel the world for New Year traditions in different countries.
Okay.
Because I was absolutely intrigued with some of the French traditions since moving obviously from the UK to France. And I was chuffed to find that there was a really, really cute one for here in France. And I don't know if it is a French thing or if it's a Breton thing. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah.
I will just say, welcome to the shack, everybody. Back to the shack. Back to the shack.
I think both of us are a bit weird at the moment because we haven't recorded in weeks. And we were supposed to record last week and it didn't happen. So, yes, it's coming to everyone a little bit late.
I'm afraid we took a little break. So this is season 2.
Oh, it is season 2.
So we are starting the year with season 2.
Are we officially like professional podcasters now?
Yeah, we are.
Absolutely. My phone's on silent and everything.
We're not. Mine's not.
I thought, oh no. Almost professional.
Almost. We're not that professional because we don't get paid.
That's true. Yeah, no, there's no money coming from this.
So yeah, still amateur as far as that's concerned.
All right. Well, welcome back, everybody. And I hope you've had a lovely new year. We've had a good new year, I think. Actually, do you know what? Scratch that. I'm not sure.
We need to rethink that.
Anyway, do you want to hear about some cool traditions?
Yes.
And then I think you've got... Oh, wait, you're not doing the story this time.
I am not.
Okay.
Doing this is...
It's all me. It's all me.
It is all you.
Okay, cool. So, you know how we do things like for the moment of New Year where, you know, like in America, they watch the ball drop. Do you know about that?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a place that they go, it's like in Town Square or something like that, where there's a big ball and the ball drops. Now, balls dropping means something very different where I come from. I'm not going to go too much into that, but that is their tradition, that is the countdown apparently, and the ball drops at midnight.
Okay.
Right. We have
but
like...
If it doesn't drop, does it have to go for an operation?
It might need some help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have to like hold off of the new year?
Yeah, you just got to wait a minute. The ball hasn't dropped.
Just a bit of surgery.
It's okay, yeah, we've got the doctors on the way.
Yeah. We just hold on to the time for a second or 2. Okay.
Yeah. So they have that and they do that whole thing. We have traditions in the UK of like a kiss at midnight and Auld Lang Syne and things like that. But there are some other traditions, things that people do in the new year, right? So I don't know. I heard people talk about like taking a broom and sweeping all the way from the back of your house to the front of your house and sweeping out the old year.
Well, one of the ways that used to invite a chimney sweep in to the house as the first person to come into the house. And I think they're supposed to bring some coal or something.
Oh, well, that's a new one.
I could be wrong. But I know we always had somebody that we used to send out to come back into the house.
Was it a
No.
dark-haired person by any chance? Because there is, I'm sure, one of these that I read about was about a man. It had to be a dark-haired man or something that came into the house. It had to be the first person back into the house. Oh, UK First Footing, it's called.
First footing.
That's
That's
it. That's
Yeah.
the one. And yeah, there's a whole thing around that. So yeah, I think that's probably that one. Yeah, I can't see any others. Yeah, cool. So there's all kinds of traditions that we do. So I've just chosen one or two because I know that there's lots of different traditions that are done in different countries. So even if you were to go, oh yeah, there's this first footing thing in the UK, somebody else is going to go, oh yeah, but we do this instead. There's loads of traditions. So
And of course, the biggest place in the UK for doing New Year is Scotland. With
yes,
we've got Hogmanay. So they're probably more traditional than probably all the little silly traditions that everybody else does.
absolutely. And it's the River of Light as well for Scotland. And that's just what I've got written on my notes, and I can't remember what it is.
Please, someone, if you're
Somebody tell us if you're Scottish or you know anything about Scotland, what is the River of Light and what is that about? Because I've written it down in my notes of like, oh, talk about Hogmanay and the River of Light. Is that what Hogmanay means? Maybe? Is that what I've done? I don't know. Anyway, the River of Light is a thing. And Scotland.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah. We need somebody who knows. In Ireland, while we're in the UK, we'll stick with that. In
Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland, yeah. But I don't know, this might be done in the south as well. I've just got Ireland written down.
Okay.
And there's a tradition of banging bread against the walls.
Of course there is.
Of course there is. Okay. But it could be I said I'm not going to stay in a particular location, all right? Let's jump around the world a little bit. Because where they're banging bread against the walls, in South Africa, they're throwing old furniture out the window.
Oh, right.
I'm hoping they open the window first. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say.
And nobody is below the window.
And no one's below the window, yeah. Do they have to, like, shout something first? You know, like, fire in the hole! Out comes a safe fire. Yeah. Timber! Yeah, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, so that's a thing in South Africa, apparently, or one of the things in South Africa.
All right, okay.
So, yeah, in Colombia, there's a tradition of carrying an empty suitcase round the block. And it's something about getting rid of old baggage and welcoming in new things.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, yeah, there's that one. We've done Scotland. Oh, Denmark is another one of throwing things. This is a fantastic tradition. I love the throwing things. Denmark has a tradition of smashing dishes and also jumping off of a chair.
Oh, wow.
I'm not sure what the jumping off a chair is saying, but they smash dishes.
Leaping into the new year?
Maybe, yeah.
Just a thought.
They're smashing dishes, and there was one thing I read about which said that they don't just smash dishes, they smash dishes on their neighbour's doorstep. And this is supposed to be a good thing. Okay. It's not a, I'm really cross with my neighbour and I'm going to give them help. No. This is supposed to be a positive thing for the new year.
Okay.
Yeah. Smashing old dishes in Denmark. In Russia, they burn a wish. So they make a wish, write it on a piece of paper,
All right.
and they burn it. Yeah. I think that's quite cute. I quite like that one.
Well, that's how you send letters to Santa sometimes. So you put them in the fire
I
and
know,
it goes.
it's a wish, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a wish. Goes up the chimney. Gets collected.
The little fairies take it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I like
wish
it.
collector. Hey,
There's a myth.
who
just made up her own.
just made her own.
The wish collector. What do they collect it in? A net.
A net.
A flame retardant net.
Or jam jars.
What about Jazzy collect the little the embers, the little embers, a bit like the BFG.
Do you remember he had?
Yeah,
And they were dreams,
but
wishes.
dreams, wishes. Yeah, I'm on board. I like it.
We love.
I think we can make something up there.
we
That
could.
works.
Yeah. See, we're even better than AI.
Yeah. France, right? Obviously, they have the tradition of eating lobsters and oysters at New Year, and other forms of shellfish. But they also have a tradition of the galette. So it's like you can get different flavors, but there's like a frangipane one, there's an apple one. It's like a apple pie, essentially.
Yeah.
It's
Almond.
that's the frangipane one is
That's the
almond.
frangipane one. Yeah.
And you get other flavors as well, but they have a tradition where they bring that to the table. The youngest member of the family goes under the table.
That's right.
They sit under the table, and then they cut all the pie into slices, and then the person holds up a slice. Now, obviously, the child under the table can't see this and can't see anybody else, but they know who's around the table. So they lift up the piece and they say, "Who is this for?" And then the child under the table has to name a person who's sat around the table, and that's their piece. Now, the reason that they give them out like that is because there is a small toy in the pie.
Yeah.
And there's a tiny little figurine in the toy, and if you find
the pie.
in the what did I say?
In the toy. There's a figurine in the toy.
There's a figurine in the pie. And if you find it, you are king for the day.
You are. And you wear a crown.
And you wear a crown. And every one of these pies that's sold with galette, every one of the galette that are sold have a crown inside. Yes. And,
And a fèvre.
yeah. So it's just a really, really nice tradition. Now, when I was at the school the other day, we had this in school, but obviously there's a lot of children there. We don't do the under the table thing. The lady who runs the canteen, she just gives them out, or we give them out. But the people that get the toy inside do get to wear the crown. And I won one this year.
Oh, what?
I was so chuffed. It was very exciting.
Well, you'll be very, you will smile when I tell you that we had the galette cutting up at the club yesterday. And your friend from the mayor's office came in, and she was the youngest one, and we were trying to force her under the table.
I bet she was chuffed.
Needless to say, she said, "No."
No. No, we're saying the youngest person there is still very much an adult and not partaking in that one.
Yeah, I do.
I love it. But yeah, it's a really, really sweet tradition. I quite like it. And for a family with children, I think it's nice that this one gets the bit of a focus, and then somebody is king for the day. But I thought that was a really, really nice one. And having seen it semi in action,
Yeah.
a load of children all at once, they were really excited when they got the toys, and then say I won one as well, and then they were really excited that I'd got one because they're just lovely. Okay, going and jetting off again then to Spain, where they eat 12 grapes at midnight.
Ah, okay.
Now, I'm assuming that this is similar to, I can't remember where it was now, because there was another one, I think. There we go. The Philippines do a similar thing where they eat 12 round fruits. And the reason for that one is that this is a New Year's Eve thing. They make sure to serve 12 round fruits like apples, grapes, plums, things like that, which are believed to represent prosperity due to their shape. Because I think it in some way resembles money, coins.
The round, the round circle shape.
Yeah. And as for the quote unquote lucky number, because they keep saying this is being a lucky number, each fruit represents 1 month of the year.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that eating 12 grapes at midnight is a thing in Spain for that reason. It's possibly connected in some way, 12 grapes being one for every month.
Could you just have a glass of wine?
I think, yeah, I'm on board. I think if you just had a glass of wine, that's like 12 grapes. Yeah, like at least got to be able grapes. Or do you have 12 glasses of wine?
12 glasses of wine.
Then the thing. Yeah, there's a thing.
I could start a new tradition.
I think that's just called getting drunk.
Yeah, probably.
That's not a New Year's tradition. That's just us. Yeah. Okay, so jetting off again then to Switzerland, and I'm not staying long in Switzerland because I can't remember what my notes were talking about, and because it just says dropped ice cream. So again, I'm going to shout out to our listeners to go, what on earth is dropped ice cream relevant to in Switzerland for New Year? Because I read it somewhere.
Wow.
And I just don't know.
I am very inquisitive now as to find out what that means.
I'm keen to know if anyone that listens to this knows anything about it or can find anything about it. If you want to look it up, look it up.
Yeah, please send us a comment.
Yeah, drop us a comment. In Brazil, they have white flowers on the ocean. Candles.
Nice.
Yeah, and there was loads of pictures of it, and it looked absolutely beautiful.
How nice.
So that's very cool. We like the white flowers. Japan has a buckwheat noodles tradition.
Of course they do.
Yeah. And it's something to do with obviously the year crossing.
Yes.
And yeah, buckwheat noodles.
Buckwheat noodles.
Yeah. We have lobster and oysters. They have buckwheat noodles. I quite like it. It makes sense to me. I'm good. Germany has a lucky pig.
Ah, now I sort of know about this. Is it a lemon pig?
It can be a lemon pig. You can have a lemon pig if you like.
It's just that we watch two YouTubers who are in America, in actual fact, and they have this tradition of eating 12 grapes. And as they say the 12 grapes, that each one they eat, they mention one thing that they want to do for the coming year. So a dream or not necessarily a resolution, but something similar, something that they want to do and achieve during the year. So 12 things as they eat a grape each. And then they get a lemon and they stick 4 cocktail sticks into the bottom of the lemon so it stands up.
Oh, yes.
And then they make, I can't remember what they make the curly tail out of, but they make something into a curly tail at one end. It could be like a pipe cleaner or something. But the other end, they split with a knife, and it looks like the...
Oh, they do the little cuts.
They do these little cuts for the ears, I think, and then a little cut like through the mouth.
Uh-huh.
And then they stick coins in it.
Oh.
And they got like various amount of like pennies and, well, in America it'd be dimes and quarters or whatever. And they stick those in it, and then it sits on the window ledge. And then I think eventually it sort of breaks down and the coins fall out.
Right.
And at that time, you then have to take the pig and throw it in the nearest place of water. So a lake or a river or something like that, to get the luck from the pig or something. Whether any of that is proper tradition or whether it's something they've made up, I do not know. But when you said about the pig in Germany, I was like, oh, lemon pigs.
Lucky pig. Well, it could well be that again. I wrote it down several weeks ago, and I'm not 100% sure without looking up. Yeah, but Germany have lucky pigs.
Okay.
Greece smash pomegranates.
Ah,
I don't know if you knew that, but
I did.
there is a smashing pomegranates thing. It's a symbol of fertility, apparently.
All right.
Abundance and luck since ancient times.
Wow.
I don't have a specific date, but there's a tradition to smash the fruit on your front porch or your door to symbolize filling your home with health and happiness in the year.
Oh, nice.
The more seeds that splatter, that was my watch that beeped then. The more seeds that splatter, the better luck you'll have. I would suggest you let it go really ripe first,
Yeah. Yeah.
because if it's a not quite there one, you're not going to get a lot of luck, are you?
No. But then you haven't got a lot of luck if you've got very squidgy pomegranate seeds now all over your front step.
Yeah,
Yeah. Now you've got
very sticky.
Yeah. Now you've got to wash it all away.
Yeah. And do you wash your luck away if you do that?
No idea. So either that or you're going to walk it all over the house.
Yes. Yeah. If you don't wish to make a mess, it says consider including pomegranate on your menu at your party.
Ah.
Yeah,
Okay.
as a fun nod to the tradition.
I see.
Yes, that works. I think that will probably work better. Yeah. A pomegranate dessert or something, or some kind of, because they add pomegranate to all kinds of meals.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
So yeah, anyway, that's that one. Smashing at pomegranates on your doorstep, or just eating them for lunch. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. In China, it's the color red that's important because it's lucky and it represents a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Lanterns, fans, and gift packets that come with anything.
But is this like the usual New Year for like the world, or
Their specific New Year.
specific
I've got a
New-
feeling it might be their specific New Year. For
It
this
could be. It could be, couldn't it?
because I have.
Or maybe they just do the best thing of all, of course, is to celebrate both.
I was going to say both. Yeah.
Because we do that in France.
Yeah.
Having come from the UK,
Yeah.
we tend to celebrate the UK
New Year,
New Year first.
and then an hour later,
and then an hour all again. We do it all again. Yeah. So we have two.
I like.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely. I think there's a lot of things. Like
the French one first.
It's the French one first.
It's the French one.
Then we do take one afterwards.
Yeah.
We don't hear it. We just have two.
Bonne année and Happy New Year.
Yeah.
What? You're the lucky pig.
Yes. Yes. So I'm reading some of my notes and going, I have no idea what I was talking about. Oh, dear me. Okay. Puerto Rico one's quite nice, as opposed to making a mess, which it seems to be the tradition of smashing stuff in certain locations. There seems to be a bit of a pattern. In Puerto Rico, however, they clean their homes.
See? Bit of spring cleaning.
Yeah. And I've written something else next to it as well, but I can't read it. So we'll just pretend like that's not there.
We'll bypass that bit.
Yeah. But Puerto Rico.
Anyone that knows any more about Puerto Rican New Year, let us know.
Yeah, I've definitely got something else written down here. Cities in something plus. I don't know. I don't know what I've written there. Don't even ask. I'm not sure. Dyslexia is a beach. Right. Czech Republic. It has something to do with apple cutting.
More apples, eh?
More apples. Apples seem to be the round fruit.
Yeah.
There is definitely a pattern with round fruit. I'm going with the wine.
That's it. I'm good with that. Cider.
Yeah. Yeah. Except for Italy, who have lucky lentils.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Perfect.
And that's,
They not have lucky pizzas.
well, they have lucky lentils and edible coins, apparently.
All right. Yeah, we like the chocolate coins.
Chocolate coins are good.
We have good. Christmas time anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, we do love a chocolate coin. And it's inflation at the moment because you get chocolate notes as well.
Yeah, you do, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the chocolate's not great.
No.
It's a bit grainy.
You get what you pay for.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Yeah, you'd think for chocolate money it would be a bit better, but no. So yeah, lucky lentils in Italy, and edible coins. Turkey.
Nice.
Turkey's another one that makes a mess. Salt on the doorstep.
All right, yeah. Yeah.
Not if you've got little animals. If you've got dogs and cats, don't let them walk in salt.
No.
Wash
Again, you'd have to wash it away again. wouldn't
Yeah,
you?
you'd have to wash it away. Australia, obviously, I mean, it's to be expected, really. Fireworks and a barbecue.
Of course.
Because we have to kind of understand the fact that it does happen in summer there.
But then the UK have fireworks too.
Yes.
Well, it's fireworks is pretty much a big
Firework laser.
you watch it, don't you, on the telly, sort of starting off in sort of Australia, and then slowly working its way around the world, and everyone tries to outdo themselves. And
As at the same time, all of the animals run in terror.
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
But the UK are normally best.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I just throw that in. Everyone tries to compete, though.
They do. I don't think that. I don't know. I mean, to be honest, I've not got a TV, so I don't watch them half the time anyway. I just listen to everyone else tell me about it.
You have nothing to say.
I've got nothing to say, other than I don't care that much. Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah. It's Dad, really. Dad loves his fireworks, so.
Yeah. For India, going over to India now. There is a word that I can't say.
Okay.
Right, it begins with B. It's Balsikai. There are going to be people screaming at me about this. I don't know how to pronounce that, so please forgive me.
And you didn't look it up.
No, I do normally.
Yeah, I know you do. If we're doing stories, then we do try hard to actually find the right pronunciation.
Yeah, I do have a particular guy on YouTube that I follow who does a lot of pronunciations in different languages, and he's very, very helpful. I might actually be able to put a shout out to him because he's very helpful for those things. But But in India, they have the biggest harvest festival.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And they have there's something to do with mango leaves and something called Rangoli designs. Again, please don't quote me on how to say that because I have absolutely no idea. Probably very wrong. The word I think is Rangoli designs.
Okay.
But yeah, that one's from India. Egypt, they have the same sort of thing as that we had with burning wishes from Russia. But in Egypt, they write resolutions on paper and I think burn them. Or they write them on burned paper. I wasn't sure because there was a thing there and it might have been a dodgy translation that I found because it said it both ways on what I read. So one of them said resolutions on paper that is then burned, and one of them said resolutions on burned paper. So I'm not sure which way around you're supposed to do it.
Okay. Somebody may be able to tell us.
Yes. If anyone has been to Egypt at New Year and has witnessed said,
Burning of papers.
Yeah, said resolutions, then yeah, let us know. Alternatively, if we have any listeners in Egypt, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Someone just pop in and go, actually, we don't do that at all. Wonderful. Although Mexico, I'm like,
Disney, can I just say, have we actually got any listeners anywhere?
I listen to it occasionally.
So do I.
I think we've got some because there's definitely more downloads than I've done.
Yes. Yes. I did look at that, but nobody speaks to us.
No.
I have literally heard back from one friend of mine who said, I love your podcast.
Oh, bless them.
Hi, we like to. You know who you are because you spoke to me on Facebook the other day, and it's one of my old army mates.
We're very excited.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, yay, someone's listening out there.
I love it. But I'm totally getting on board with the tradition from Mexico.
Okay, go on.
Because you have to wear colourful underwear.
Love it. I'm all over that.
And I did read about another country as well that was something about red underwear.
All right.
But I'm not sure where that was. Hang on a minute. Hold that thought. Oh, hang on. My phone doesn't recognise my fingerprint now.
You got to do this.
Yeah. Apparently, yeah. Ooh. Here we go. Italy is wearing red underwear. I know we've said something about Italy already.
It would have to be Italy, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, we said lucky lentils was Italy. Wearing red underwear apparently is also a thing, and it's Mexico that has the coloured underwear, and the different colour apparently has different meanings.
Oh.
So yeah, quite exciting. In Italy, it's considered to be good luck to be wearing red undergarments as the quote-unquote ball drops. So I'm assuming they're doing a similar thing, or they're just tuning into the US for the ball drop.
They don't have like real bulls, do they?
Yeah, it is spelled BALL.
All right, okay.
Not bull.
Not BU double.
There's not a cow falling from a skyscraper.
Yeah,
I think that, again, that would just make a mess at the bottom.
it would.
So yeah, how and when the practice started is disputed. But why not give it a try, they suggest.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm trying to find where it says why. Oh, it just means a bright future ahead. There you go.
So the brighter the underwear, the brighter the future. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it just says, hell, lean in and choose red for your New Year's Eve. your New Year's Eve outfit. Okay, all right. Anyway, that's that one. That was quite fun. I'm getting on board with Mexico and the coloured underwear. I want to find the actual bit that you can cut this out. I've got to look up.
I'm not cutting anything out. I've got to edit this and try and get it uploaded by this evening.
Okay, well, you can just talk to the people.
Shall I sing?
No, don't do that. No,
we're doing no more singing.
We got a copyright because we sang "Wish You a Merry Christmas." How dare we?
How dare we even attempt to sing? So I'm not singing. I will say that we have coming up over the next couple of weeks, we've got something to do with winter mysterious forests.
Oh, yeah.
And we may even try and go for a visit out to a forest and do a bit of live recording. That would be hilarious.
That would be very cool.
I'm not saying we're doing it at night, but we might just go up to the chapel up at the forest up here. We might try and do something like that anyway. Be slightly a bit different, but we are going to be talking about mysterious forests, not just here in France. I've got some lovely little stories from like all over the world of mysterious forests and some of the myths and legends surrounding them, and possible ghost sightings.
Love it.
So we're going to be looking at that next week. And then we've got something quite exciting coming up, because we're going to be doing something on haunted railways, trains, and rail networks or something. But it's something to do with spooky trains.
Spooky trains. I love it. Okay, I'm up for that. Do you want to hear about some funny colours?
Yeah, go on then.
Different colour underwear you can wear for different reasons.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we are going back to Mexico. Okay, wearing coloured underwear. Each colour represents a different wish.
Hey.
For instance, red underwear will help you have more fortune in romantic encounters. Ooh, Mrs. Yellow underwear helps bring wealth.
Wow.
I need some bright pants. That's it.
That's me Hufflepuff pants on then.
Yeah. White brings peace.
Does it?
Yeah. Green will bring good health. Blue will help you accomplish long-term goals.
Of course.
And tasks. Yeah, apparently. That's all I know.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Can you say those colours again?
Okay. So we have
Red.
Which is fortune in romantic encounters.
Yellow.
Which brings wealth.
Green
will bring you health.
Blue.
And blue will help you accomplish long-term goals. There is also white in there as well.
We can stick the white in, but put the white in at the end. But otherwise, we've got Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, Slytherin.
That's very true.
Perfect.
I did.
Sounds good to me.
Fits. It fits. If the boot fits.
And if you don't understand those words, it's to do with Harry Potter.
Yeah. If you're not a Harry Potter fan, that will make no sense to anyone.
And it doesn't matter anyway.
No. Yeah, that's the last one that I've got that's really interesting. The other ones are like US and UK, very similar. Kiss at Midnight, First Footing, which I've got for the UK as well, and Nigeria, which was going to church, parties and community activities.
Okay. Lots of very nice things.
Yeah, yeah. All New Year's traditions from across the world.
Hmm.
And it's interesting because I think there's you can see definitely themes of taking out the old and bringing in the new.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, I think there's, although they do it in all different ways, and I still don't quite know what Denmark's doing with jumping off chairs. I don't know what that's about. But again, if anyone's from Denmark and knows, I'm all ears.
Yeah.
And yeah, and sort of paying tribute to the previous year, and with the 12 grapes or 12 round fruits, once for each month.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And colours seem to be a thing.
Yeah.
Red especially.
Yeah.
It seems. Yeah. So I thought that was all quite interesting.
Yeah. I thought that was really good, actually.
Anywho, what's your New Year's resolutions? No. What's your New Year's tradition? What do you do?
Well, growing up, we always had a party. Always. A family round. It was an add-on to Christmas, really.
Yeah.
In fact,
Another excuse for a party.
I think my grandparents used to arrive like Christmas Eve and they would stay until the day after New Year's Day, because New Year's Eve and New Year's Day were, apart from presents, were very much like Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, because we would have a big party on the New Year's Eve. Everyone would stay up. We would all do the old lang syne thing.
As you do.
There would always be lots of drinks. Everyone
Of course.
we would toast the new year. Everyone would go around kissing each other and saying Happy New Year to everyone. And then New Year's Day, we would have another full day with family and sit down to another roast dinner.
I think it's a really good excuse to kind of get rid of all the Christmas chocolates as well.
It is, yeah.
Just to kind of go through everything that didn't make it.
Tough everything out there. Just eat it all.
Here we bought all this stuff and we can't eat it all.
Before you start with the let's get fit and slim, because I've put on 3 stone over Christmas and New Year.
Yeah, see, again, I'm back to that don't care element, No, this is me. I don't care now. Don't care what size I am. Don't care. This is me. And that's the end of it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not making any sort of resolutions as such, but I do have to get a little bit fitter.
That's fair. And I think flexibility is more my thing in terms of, making sure that I can still move around successfully and yada yada. But I'm not into, trying to slim down and no. I'm not playing that game anymore. No, enough. Because it doesn't seem to matter in terms of I don't slim that much. I'm a curvy girl and I'm good with it,
Well, we come from a curvy family, I'm afraid.
So you know what, I'm fine with that. Yeah. That's no problem. And like I said, as long as I can move around and I can keep up with the kids at work, then I'm fine.
Yeah.
It's not a problem.
Absolutely. I just have to keep up with the dog.
Well, yes, and having a husky, that's a little bit more effort than first thought. Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think I have any New Year's resolutions as such, other than to say to be a bit more forthcoming with no. I need to say no a little bit more, or not so much. I need to say no more. I just need to be more realistic with how much energy I'm giving to others, shall we say?
Yeah.
Because I'm very much one of those people that will just go out of my way all of the time. All the time. Somebody will say, "Oh, Steph, can you do this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no problem." And ultimately, it's not a problem. But when it's then coupled with 6 or 7 other things that other people have asked me to do that are just little things, but it then takes up every single second that I'm not at work.
Yes.
And yeah, so one of my resolutions, if you like, is to be able to just spend more one-on-one time with my other half.
Yeah.
Just being able to just spend some time doing something that we enjoy.
You enjoy doing, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And normally that's making stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want to be able to like actually put some time and effort into us and
Yeah.
not give all my time away to other people.
Totally agree. I think mine just to be, I say the normal, you know, trying to be a bit more healthy. But then I'm getting to an age where I'm having to look at my health
Yeah.
and make sure that I'm just annoying you by staying alive longer.
You're not allowed to go anywhere yet. It's too much paperwork.
Much too much. Oh dear.
Plus, we're a split family and it just gets confusing.
Oh, it is very confusing.
No, split family's not right. Blended family.
Blended
family stuff.
Yeah, we're not.
I meant.
We're not split. We were, but we're not now.
Yeah. Oh, what a laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not what I meant. Oh dear. But do you know one thing that I am insistent on?
What's that?
Is that there are 12 days to Christmas. Right?
There are?
It is not about one day.
No.
I'm not doing it. Not doing the, oh, that's it. It's Christmas Eve. We put the decorations up and we take them all down Christmas, like Boxing Day.
I heard yesterday somebody was saying that it's unlucky to take your Christmas decorations down before the 6th of January. I don't agree with that. I think you can take them down whenever you like. But we always knew that it was unlucky to leave up your decorations after the 6th. You had to take them down. But if you forget anything,
You just leave it up.
you have to leave it up to next year.
See, I quite like that. Yeah, I've forgot one.
Did you?
Yeah, totally forgot one. I've got a little wooden Christmas tree that's like laser cut in like layers, right?
Uh-huh.
So it it's got like, but it's all done in like so the first layer, the biggest bit at the bottom of the Christmas tree, that's like laser cut as like snowflakes. And they get smaller and smaller as they go up. And it's sort of about that big. And I realise that this is an audio podcast and nobody can see this.
There's about a foot, 12 inches.
That is,
Yeah.
yeah. It's probably a bit smaller than that, but anyway, it doesn't matter.
I have no idea what that is in centimetres. Not a clue.
I don't think it matters. But it's a small-ish
Third of a metre.
Yeah, there you go. It's a little Christmas tree, and I left it on the piano. That sounds so pretentious. I've got a piano. I actually don't have a piano.
I left it on the piano.
I have a friend's piano that I'm storing for somebody else. Sat in my living room. It's not mine. But they moved house and didn't have room for it in their new living room and went, oh, can you borrow this? Yeah, sure, I'll borrow it. And I'll make the most of it. So yeah, apparently I now have a piano. Which, yeah. Anyway, I put this stupid little wooden Christmas tree on the damn piano. It's not my piano.
It is your Christmas tree.
It is my Christmas tree. And I put 2 little pine cones underneath it.
Very sweet.
Which Elowen decorated. You might not cut her name. I don't know if we're adding that in or not.
She was on the last podcast.
Yeah.
So
But
she did say to me, "Am I famous now?"
Oh, bless her. Elowen, you're totally famous now.
She was on the very last story that we put on Christmas Eve.
Oh, yeah, and her little voice was on it.
It was.
Oh, you need to go and listen to it if you haven't listened to it already. But she made some little glittery pine cones, which I still have, because I don't throw those things away. And I put it next to the Christmas tree on the piano, right? And when I took the Christmas tree down, took all the lights down, took, all the usual stuff, and I took everything down, and I forgot the little Christmas tree on the piano. So does that have to stay up now?
Yes, it does.
That has to stay there.
It has to stay all year now.
What if they want their piano back? Am I allowed to move it? Or does it now have to like hover in midair?
Yeah, you have to put a arm on it.
Yeah.
A hover.
Wingardium Leviosa.
That's the one.
Yeah.
So, I think we're just about done for this week.
I think, yeah. But we've been around the world.
We have. I'm not going to start singing. Oh,
No, don't do that.
I'm not singing anything.
We can't cope with the copyright.
No.
Honestly, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Anyway, all the hoops you've got to jump through for social media.
Yeah.
That's all right. We're good at jumping through hoops occasionally.
We're fine jumping through hoops. And we're not going to get stuck for any copyright at all on this one.
No, because we're just yakking.
Yeah. Just yakking and yakking. Yakking in the shacking.
Yeah. Yak in the shack.
Yakking the
I know, to be fair, you can yak up, which I think is probably not what we want.
No, we don't need that.
None of that.
No yakking up.
No,
Just yak in the shack.
yakking as in chatting.
Chatting in the shack.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's it. I think we're getting ready for next week.
Yes, well, we're back on track with spooky stories.
Spooky stories from the forests and the woods.
Love it.
From around the world. A few from France.
Cool.
And a few from the UK. But some other places too.
Can't wait. Can't wait. Join us again. What is it we say? Keep your minds open and your lamps lit.
Absolutely.
And we will see you again back at the freaking shack.
Bye. Contact us, find us on all our social medias. You can email at fshack03@gmail.com. On TikTok at the.freaking.shack. Instagram at the_freaking_shack. On Facebook, the-freaking-shack. Freaking on all of those is without the G. Or you can find us on our little webpage at fshack03.podbean.com. Thanks everyone. Look forward to hearing from you.